Welcome, race fans. Tonight, round 2 of the chase. It does continue with the RB Custom Rigs Xfinity Series for Extreme Motorsports 99.com here at the 2-mile, very wide, very fast track of Auto Club or California, whichever name you are used to it. It is the exact same track. Of course, presented by MaxspeedTV. Glad to have everybody out there here this evening. And, of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, up here on the mic. I'm not sure if Ron is going to be able to make it or not. Something did come up. He said he was going to try to, but however, it is me. I am here. We're going to go ahead and calling the action here this evening, folks. So glad to have you all out there. We got some pretty good laps to turn here tonight as well. That is going to be, of course, in the pre-race analytics here. We got an air temp of 65. It is a night race, so the track is pretty cool, 66 degrees. Now, they're going to be pulling 113 laps here tonight, 226 miles. They get a total of 5 sets, 4 in the pits here. Now, fuel, 75% fuel is what they run. They're estimating probably about 26 to 32 laps roughly, plus or minus a few, depending on if they're saving or not. And what I'm seeing here in practice, it is pretty close between each and every driver. Some of them are even tied, and we'll see what happens in qualifying, and of course throughout the race, if they get spread out or if they do stay together. But thinking they're going to get spread out after the first round of a green flag pit stops. That's what I'm thinking. But however, pit road speed 55. There is a pace speed of 70 here tonight at Auto Club. Now, some interesting facts here is the point standings, and you are not going to want to miss this, because look at all these ties we got out here, folks. Now, we do have GT Hawkins up in the top spot at 1047. Garrett D. Grant second at 1047, back behind GT. And then our first tie here was between David Weishart and Alan Fox for third, 1036-4 behind Garrett. Then another tie for fifth. This is a three-way tie. Paul Henley, Michael Thwaites, and David Elliott, 1032. They are 4 behind, of course, Alan and David. And then another tie back here, another three-way tie at that. Bryce Sinisak in 8th here. Jacob Manning and Jim Duda all tied for 8th, or 2 back behind Elliott, Thwaites, and Henley at 1030. Very, very close, very tight here still yet in the point standings. James Bigford back here at 1025 and 11th. 5 behind, of course, Duda, Manning, and Sinisak. And Darren Bruce, he is going to be in that 12th spot here at 1016, 9 points behind James Bigford. These are the top 12 in the chase going for the championship. So look at the point standings. I mean, we had a very, very rough race last week for round 1 at North Wilkesboro. 14 cautions is what we had last week. That was a rough race for these drivers, but they did manage to get it done. 204 total laps is what they put in last week. And of course, our winner last week, well, you don't really have to guess. It's GT Hawkins grabbing himself the 7th win on the season, and of course back to back round 10 and of course round 1 of the chase, but went back to back again. And again, it's been all Samson Motorsports and GT Motorsports in the win column this season for the Xfinity Series. The big question is now, are we going to have another team and possibly a different winner here tonight at Auto Club? That, of course, is the poll question here tonight. Will we have another team win it here this evening? So get your votes in here. Got a 50-50 already with 2 votes, so I'm sure we're going to get more people coming in voting here tonight, so get them in there. We'll see what happens. We got a long way to go, though, 113 laps. Now, the champion here will be crowned, of course, after Homestead for round 5. That'll be here in about 3 weeks. We'll still have 3 races to go after we get done tonight. So we still got a little dinger into things, too, here. To go ahead and let everybody know, round 3 will be at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix. They're going to be pulling 30 laps there. There are no cautions at a road course either. So August 4th, next Wednesday, They will be at Circuit of the Americas for the road course. This is the second road course, I believe, of the season here, and the one in the Chase. They did go to Watkins Glen back on May 5th of this season and this year. David Weishart grabbing the pole and taking the win at Watkins Glen. We'll see what happens at Circuit of the Americas. However, we got to get through Auto Club tonight, figure out who we're going to have in the winners column this evening, but we'll get to that here after 113 laps. We are going to go ahead and step away and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising, folks. Don't go anywhere. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
So proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket train, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled in the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxspeedTV. Qualifying is underway here tonight. Hang on just a second. Alrighty, folks, sorry about that. We're back. Alright, well, qualifying, like I said, is underway here tonight. We got about 9 watching, 5 likes. Can we go ahead and smash it, hit it, get it out there, folks? Share it, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, MySpace, whatever the case may be, get it out there. Let's get some people out here watching here tonight. Hopefully, should be a good race this evening. At least I hope so. Michael Thwaites currently running in 10th. Now, GT Hawkins in practice, I'm going to pick on him real quick because, you know, he has pretty much dominated the season here. Right now, currently running in 4th here in qualifying. He was in 10th in practice. I don't know. I'm thinking GT is going to be one of those drivers yet again that you're going to have to watch. He could be, I don't know, I think he was sandbagging it maybe in practice. But it looks like now he is going to be falling back as Alan Fox is going to go up to 3rd. Now, Jacob Manning was the quickest in practice. He is currently running right now in that 4th position. David Weishart currently running up at the top spot here at about 4 100ths of a second ahead of his teammate, Garrett D. Grant. Alan Fox there in 3rd. We've still got a few drivers that have not came out. That is going to be, of course, Kyle Sieg, Paul Henley, and Bryce Sinisak. And with them running at about 41, mid-41 4s, 41 5s, there's not going to be enough time for these drivers to come out here. So Kyle Sieg, Paul Henley, and Bryce Sinisak is not going to be coming out to qualify. Blair Daddy Patterson going to qualify 15th here. He's going to start more toward the back of the field. Jacob Manning currently in 5th. Jim Duda in 10th now. David Weishart looks like he is going to be our pole setter this evening. So while we do the final countdown here in qualifying, we're going to go ahead and jump over to the team points here tonight, starting with we're just going to do the Xfinity Series team points. Now, tomorrow night, we'll do the Cup and overall team points. So you don't want to miss the overall team points. That's where the team championship is decided. So tonight, we're just going to do the Xfinity team points here. Now, Samson Motorsports up at the top spot at 1177. Prime Time in 2nd at 1145. GT Motorsports in 3rd at 1136. JW Racing in 4th at 971. And Jacob Bell Racing is going to round out that 15 here in the Xfinity Series. Official 15. That's going for that team championship at 836. Now, anything can still happen, but JW Racing and Jacob Bell Racing, they want to do something here in the Xfinity Series. They have got to really start doing it now and knocking out these Samson Motorsports, Primetime, and GT Motorsports out of the way and getting the most amount of points they can. Now, we did have a change in the chase, per se. We had a driver by the name of Jim Duda actually take somebody else's spot here, and I think that actually was last week when it happened. So Jim Duda is one of our new chase drivers here, so glad to see Jim out there. Now, like I said, folks, anything can happen here at Auto Club or California. Going to be interesting to see. They are in the drivers' meeting here. We will we'll wait here before we get that number 33 up here, David Weishart. We'll let them do their thing here. Going looking at the penalty chart here tonight for Auto Club. There's nothing I need to go over here. North Wilkesboro, though, it was very, very, very busy. All right, so I did find out exactly who Jim Duda, looking at the previous penalty chart here, Ron Goodell didn't show up last week for round 1, so Jim Duda actually took his place. So that is the reason why Jim Duda is in the chase here. They wanted to keep 12 drivers in, so they put whoever was next in line back up in there. That is actually coming directly from the admins into the penalty chart. So well, if you've got a pick out here tonight, throw it in chat. We'll see if we can get to it. Not sure exactly who all is out there. We've got 3 votes. We've got 12 watching, 5 likes. I know Brendan Kennedy is out there in chat here this evening. And here we go. We are already done with that drivers meeting here. So let me chase down David Weishart here real quick. He's a little sneaky. David Weishart in mid-conversation, as always, and I drug him up. David, got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Never fails. You're always in mid-conversation. So,
oh, yeah.
Well, you're going to grab the pole out here with a 41.437, man. Real close there, though, between you and the 24 of your teammate. But this is Auto Club. Very fast track. It is a night race. How do you feel about it? How do you feel coming into tonight that it's been Samson and GT Motorsports still all season long? You going to try to keep that trend going?
Well, we're going to try to keep it going. This isn't the kind of setup that I like. It's really tight. I struggled in practice. I had maybe a little bit of quick hot lap speed, but I don't know how my long run speed is, but I was lucky to hold on to the pole. I crossed the line. I told my teammates down there in TeamSpeak, I was like, that's going to end up being like a 7th or 8th. And we ended up getting the pole with it. Me and Garrett both thought we had bad laps. So lucky to start the race with a good track position, and we'll try to hold it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, of course, coming into a tie here tonight with Mr. Alan Fox here for that 3rd spot at 10:36. You know, after one race, man, these points are really close. I don't foresee them changing here anytime soon. Maybe next week. We'll get more on that a little bit later. So what are you seeing tonight here, maybe points-wise? You know, of course, always a win. What are you really shooting for, other than the win? We already know that.
Yeah, just really stay out of trouble. You don't really necessarily need to win to make up some ground. You just need a little bit of you just need, you know, solid top 5s. Don't get caught up in anybody else's stuff, and finish better than the guys ahead of you in points. So that's my strategy pretty much the rest of the chase, and we'll see where the chips fall from there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You're only 11 back behind GT Hawkins. So, I mean, anything can happen. 11 is not that many points. So, anything can happen, of course. I believe GT is, looks like he got pushed all the way back, starting about that, let's see, the number 14. Looks like 7th or 8th. But, hey, you know, it's his Auto Club. I think strategy is going to be the big thing here tonight.
Yeah, strategy is going to be it's going to be a big deal here. It's looking like it's going to be a 3-stop race. So we could go about 32 laps on fuel is what we could go in practice. So we'll see where it shakes out there with cautions and whatnot. So don't plan on having too many, but you never know.
You never know. I mean, you could always have that one mishap.
Oh, yeah.
All right, David, good luck down there, bud. We'll see what happens here. 113 laps, man.
All right, thanks, man.
Yep. All right, well, that is David Weishart, our pole sitter here tonight. Let's kind of go through the field here, and, you know, let's kind of talk with, how about we go ahead and bring up Drew Blasteros here tonight. He is a non-chase driver, so it's always good to kind of get a mix here, but I got to find him. Always hiding out. There he is, down there in JW Racing. Drew, got a copy?
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, bud. Well, you're out here. It looks like you're going to be qualifying. I believe that is going to be about 8th, if I'm correct.
Yep, absolutely.
So
Top 10.
I'm going to go ahead and kind of call that mid-pack because we don't have that many drivers out here. So you're going to be kind of starting mid-pack here. Auto Club, very fast track. Don't you get some draft here at Auto Club in these Xfinity cars, but it's not like the Cup cars. So, how you feeling about it? You're not in the chase, not going for a championship, but you're always looking to go, for that upset. So how you feeling?
I feel pretty good. The track was fast when practice started, and it's tightened up just a little bit, slowed up a little bit. But yeah, the name of the game is just saving tires, be conservative. It's a long race. Got to make sure your fuel strategy is right. So just be patient here in the first half and just let it come into your hands.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I know they did an update here for Auto Club just recently, so we're going to talk a little bit kind of before that update. And, Auto Club, used to here at Auto Club, you could just be anywhere, all over the track. What's it like now down there with this new update? What's really the line to be?
The fast line, I mean, if you're looking just to get around here as fast as you can, it's definitely the bottom. If you're trying to save tires, it's further up. But the beauty of it is that you can really run anywhere. Just a matter of which one is gonna take care of your tires the most. And with the draft, it's gonna make you think that you can go harder into the corner. But you just got to conserve. You got to realize that it's all smoke and mirrors. You really got to take care of the tires, even if you're humming down the straightaway in the draft.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get some draft, definitely. Do you think maybe some separation after first round of green flag pit stops?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're going to have a lot of folks after the first round of pit stops. They're going to be falling back just because they haven't practiced saving the tires, or that right front's getting burned down a little too much. So yeah, I think it's probably going to go green for a long time. It's also going to be spread out, and the folks who save that right front the most are going to be finishing up front.
All right, bud. We'll let you get back to it, man. Drew Ballesteros here in that number 22. Back here starting in that 7th, 8th spot here tonight. Drew, good luck down there, bud.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, that is Drew Ballesteros here. Now let's see here who else we can find to kind of pick on. Well, you know what? Let's not kind of pick on him, but we are going to bring up that 53 here of Jim Duda. We want to talk to Jim, and I believe he's down there in that same team here tonight. But Jim, got a copy?
I do.
Well, Jim, coming into last week, you didn't know if you was going to be in it or not, but come to find out, you were actually in the chase. So, first and foremost, congratulations on that. And man, how do you feel?
It was a huge surprise. It was just a huge surprise. Thanks guys. I appreciate it. Hard work pays off, but we got lucky. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Something happened. We went over it tonight. Ryan Goodell did not show up for round 1, so that actually went to the next person in line, which so happened to be you. So, kind of worked out for you in a way. But, man, we get to round 2 here, and you're coming in too tonight. Now, you're back. You're tied for that 8th spot here with Bryce Sinesack and Jacob Manning at 10:30. Only 2 back behind Elliott, Thwaites, and Henley. Still, we got a lot, a ways to go. But how do you feel about Auto Club with the changes that they've made?
I like this track. It's a mediocre track for me. Everybody has their great tracks or mediocre tracks. And if it makes sense, I do like this track, but it's mediocre. My plan is just to ride around, stay out of trouble, keep up with the lead pack and hopefully be there at the end.
Well, anything can happen. It could come down to, a fuel run here tonight. We're looking, I think, 3 to 4 stops, maybe roughly somewhere around in there, from what, the math I've done and from what I've heard. So, I don't know. I don't know who's going to save, who doesn't. I mean, you got to throw all that into calculations as well. But, what do you think is going to be really the biggest thing here at Auto Club?
Well, if it goes green all the way, it's going to be definitely fuel. I practiced all week long, did different runs, different lines, where I saved the most fuel, where I saved the most tires, and it's going to be a give or take here. Depending on my running, I could get 3 stops on this race, but I think it's going to be at least 4.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess we'll have to find out. I mean, it's 113 laps here, so we'll find out exactly how many stops it's going to take.
Exactly. That's what it's going to come down to is fuel mileage because we're going to run out of fuel before the tires get absolutely horrible. I've ran 30 some laps and the tires are still fairly good. You know, I run 67%, 70% right side, all the way down to 50% right side. So it depends on what line you run and how much fuel you want to save.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I guess we'll see, Jim. Good luck down there. We'll see what happens, man. And again, congratulations on making it.
Thank you, sir. Let's hope we can keep climbing here.
Yep. All right. That is Jim Duda down there. Well, we got time here. How about we bring up another one? Man, we got a lot of people we could bring up. How about we go with maybe Darren Bruce for GTM? Let's go ahead and bring him up, see how he feels. Darren, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Darren, here in the 27, you're going to start really, toward the back here tonight. Not having the best of qualifying time here, but hey, we've got 113 laps here to figure it out. How do you feel?
It's going to be a big question of saving right fronts and fuel strategy, I believe, or tire strategy, the way the amount of tires we got for the length of the race is laid out.
Well, this track didn't use up tires. Is there a difference now since that last update? Does it use them a lot more?
We were talking in practice. We feel like there's probably quite a bit. I know GT was talking. He said just about on a fuel run, he had about 70% gone on his right or left on his right front. So it's wearing pretty good. Oh,
wow. Yeah. And that's kind of new to me here at Auto Club. Used to, it didn't use up those tires, but, well, now it does. So I guess we'll see. Do you think, if we get a couple of cautions, I don't foresee that happening with you guys, but if we do you think that's going to kind of throw a dinger into things depending on where they fall?
Oh, absolutely. It absolutely will. Without any caution, just going to be a question of those that want to, divide the race up evenly or try to, run their fuel runs out. But a caution will throw all that out the window.
Yes, it will. We know that very well, Darren. So, man, good luck down there, bud. 113 laps here tonight. We'll see what happens.
Hey, thanks a lot, Josh.
Yep. Thank you, bud. All right, we'll get him back down there to GTM here this evening. Now, coming down to less than a minute 30 here. We're going to go ahead and get that driver bar off there, but our pole setter is going to be that 33 of David Weishart here tonight. Now, we're going to go ahead and get to our shout-outs here tonight as well. Scott Rambler, Kyle Knapp up there in the admin tower here this evening. A big shout-out to Scott and Kyle for adminning the Xfinity Series this season. I don't think they have their work cut out for them here tonight, but I think it's going to be I think we're going to probably end up going green here this evening. So, but Scott and Kyle, they have had their work cut out for them, especially last week. Man, thank you, Scott and Kyle, for doing what y'all do each and every Wednesday night. A big shout out to Rick Bell over at RB Custom Rigs. If you're in the market for a new computer, built from ground up, you're in the market for just upgrade for parts or whatever, hit up RB Custom Rigs. I will vouch for Rick Bell. He hooked me up with Rick and everything. So big shout out to Rick. Hit him up over on Facebook at facebook.com/RB Custom Rigs, or send him a message, Rick Bell, and ask him. And if you need parts, he'll hook you up there. So big shout out to him. Rick Donathan, the other Rick. Big shout out to Rick for putting on an awesome league over here at Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. A big shout out to him. He's been a busy man, so we miss him over here. So hopefully we'll see you back over here, Rick. And a big shout out to all the fans out there that tune in each and every week. Cannot forget about y'all. Y'all make this possible, and y'all keep me going, so we do appreciate it. Donna K out there in chat. Donna K, I was going to do that, and I totally forgot. I do apologize. That's work that, yeah. But I will explain something to you here in just a second. So let me go ahead and get down here to the grid here tonight. MaxspeedTV starting grid. David Weishart with the pole here this evening. Garrett E. Grant, his teammate, going to be on the outside of him in second. Alan Fox third. James Bickford in fourth. Jacob Manning in fifth. Timothy Zayas in sixth. G.T. Hawkins in seventh. Drew Ballesteros in eighth. David Elliott ninth, and Jim Duda in 10th. Brian Wasserman in 11th. Chris Seidenfaden is going to be the last driver to get that qualifying point in 12th. Just missing it is going to be Darren Bruce there in 13th. Michael Thwaites 14th. Blair Daddy Patterson in 15th. Now, of the non-qualifiers, it's going to be Bryce Sinisak in 16th, Paul Henley 17th, and Kyle Sieg going to round it out here tonight. 18 drivers here in the facility. Now, getting to your question, Donna Kay, why don't I have the chase by their names in the driver bar? Well, I didn't go through it and get their iRacing ID and everything and put it in and export it. I did not do that. However, though, if you do look on the car, and we'll just go ahead and get here with GT here real quick and look at his car, you can tell by the chase drivers, they got that orange rear spoiler, they got the orange on the window there, and then the orange front bottom spoiler right there. That is your chase drivers. If you see that, those are chase drivers. So that will also help you out there in determining who's in the chase and who isn't. Static Ninja out there can't make it tonight. Sorry. Well, you're in chat. I'm just not sure who you are. You were in chat last night. Alrighty, folks, here we go into 3. Pull those belts tight. One more time. About ready to go racing here at the club. Auto Club, California. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. You're welcome, Donna. And it'll be in David Weishart's hands. He does not have to wait for the green. The pace car is off and away. It's on pit road. What's he going to do? He's going to jump it. Good start there by the 33 and the 24. There's the green. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Racing here tonight at Auto Club. And of course, every time I do that, it makes me cough. But I know you guys enjoy it, so sacrifices must be made. We're going to be on the 73 of Alan Fox back here to the inside of the 14 of GT Hawkins. Right behind them is that number 1 of Jacob Manning, but David Weishart is going to come around turn 4 and lead the first lap here tonight in tow with his teammate of Garrett D. Grant. Still watching that high line here with that number 1 of Jacob Manning. Looks like we might have a battle here for that second spot of James Bickford to the inside of the 24. James going to drive right around that 24. He is going to complete the pass, and don't look now, but there he is. Sandbagging the car in practice, and look where he's at. Started 7th. He's already up to 4th. E.T. Hawkins. See, I don't believe him. Don't care what he says. Battling behind them too, boys. Kind of stacked up here. Jim Duda, Darren Bruce, David Elliott. Kind of mix up back here. Blair Daddy Patterson up a couple of spots already from 15th to 12th, picking them off one by one. Chris Seidenfaden right behind him. Michael Thwaites, Brian Wasserman, Bryce Sinisak, and Paul Henley. And here we go. There goes the 24, the 14, back up front here. Already got a pick out there for GT Hawkins. I figured Donna Kay would. So Static, I don't know exactly who you are. I'm assuming Ryan. It's all right. We got it. Ooh, potential from 3 wide back here. Let's see what happens. Are we going to go 3 wide? No, we are not. But that's 73 of Alan Fox. He thought about staying down there. He did back off. Yep, still watching Alan Fox here. Now, they are still pretty neck and neck here. I figured, 5 laps, they would have already kind of gotten a little bit of separation between them. But then again, they surprise me each and every week. So right now, just a single file going on and a little bit of passing, a little bit of side-by-side. GT Hawkins on the outside of Jacob Manning. That is a battle for third. Jacob on the inside now, down into 1, between 1 and 2 here. Out of turn 2, GT real high there. Doesn't get the run he wanted. Now the 24 of Garrett Grant is behind the 1. GT did make that pass, though. He did it on the outside. Out of between the 22 and the 24 here. Garrett Grant, Drew Ballesteros, and they keep swapping on me, so they keep changing. That's always fun. Out of behind them, too. Alan Fox and some company here with Blair Patterson. Chris Seidenfaden behind them. Michael Thwaites, Brian Wasserman, and we could possibly see here the first 3 wide here tonight. Oh, Blair's not going to do it on the outside. That's probably a smart move, Blair. Oh, 17 watching here. 7 likes. Awesome. Chris Seidenfaden and a little bit of company here. The 12 of Thwaites, the 73 of Fox. Now, hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Sounds are fine. Ooh. Chris Seidenfaden going way up the track here. Oh, right there with a 77 to Brian Wasserman. This is back here in the back of the field here. 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 16th is Bryce, and 17th is Paul. Now, as they go single file, let's check back on our leaders here. Like our leaders are just hanging out here. Single file. David Weishart still up front. James Bickford there in second from 4th. GT moving up from 7th to 3rd. Jacob Manning from 5th to 4th, up a spot. Drew Ballesteros from 8th to 5th, cracking the top 5. And it looks like that high line, coming into play, so to speak. Everybody using both high and low lines here. So, following the draft. 42. David Elliott going to slide right up behind the 2 of Timothy Zayas. 2 going to take it high. The 42 going to go low. See, coming out of turn 4 now. Boy, this track is so wide. And the 2, man, just got that run on the outside. Flew past the 42 again. They're coming up on Darren Bruce here. Darren in the 27. 13th to 8th, hanging out here. See here what Zayas does. Oh, I think Zayas had to back off a little bit and not get into the back of Darren Bruce on the back stretch down into turn 3. Timothy going to blow past the 27. He's going to make the pass. Going to put Timothy up to 8th now. Going to pop Darren back in 9th. Oh, we got a battle up here too. Check it out. Jacob Manning. GT Hawkins back to 4th. Jacob got back around. How about we do it here a little bit early here? We're not going to crank it up, but we will go cockpit. We're going to start here with Drew Ballesteros. Everybody is so tight right now. right there together. I think we should, just to give everybody a perspective of not only Auto Club, but really how close this racing early on is. Let's take it off, take it back. Still very close together. Not a whole lot going on right now, just bumper to bumper action. And oh, we do got some bumper to bumper action. 73 going around. Whoa! Alan Fox. Oh, this is not going to be good. The first caution of the evening. And we'll check it out. It looks like Thwaites was also involved in this. We'll see what happens. It's just tight racing right here. Just how close they are. No reaction time. 73 of Allen. Oh, it looks like something might have happened to the 2 of Zayas maybe coming up. Had to back off a little bit. That is the 42 right up ahead. And 2 backed off. 27 back down. Oh, the 73 gets reared. 27, I think, got reared. And then right there, a full 360. And then right there is where the 12 of Michael Thwaites got involved. I can't tell who that is. Paul Henley? No, that was not Paul Henley. Who was that? the 09 of Bryce Sinisak, I believe. Yes. Got a piece of that action too. Oh, let's take a look here. And coming down the pipeline right now, a racing incident is what they got it. We'll wait here and kind of see exactly what happened, but they are going to rule that a racing incident here tonight. So no penalties will be issued, as it looks like we got pit stops here. Everybody down pit road. Gonna win the race off of pit road. And it looks like it is going to be, I believe David Weishart got it. Jacob Manning there in second. James Bickford in third. Garrett Grant in fourth. GT Hawkins in fifth. Chris Seidenfad in sixth. Drew Ballesteros in seventh. Jim Duda in eighth. David Elliott ninth. And Timothy Zayas rounding out the top 10 off of pit road. Looks like Jeremy Knapp has joined the admin tower here tonight. So a big shout out to Jeremy for helping out Scott and Kyle. Big shout out to Jeremy. Well, let's see here. Everybody's back out. Pace car lights are going off, so I'm not going to be able to get anybody up here, which is fine. But it is going to be David Weishart. Out of turn 2 we go. Donna K, Static Ninja. James Shane Wolf out there in chat. I missed it, James. I'm sorry, but I do see you out there. Not sure if you want to pull a double duty here. I know you're supposed to help me tomorrow night here at Auto Club for the Rick Motec Cup Series. I'd be honored to have you up here tonight if you want to jump in. You are more than welcome to. Now David Weishart has chosen the outside line here. Coming to the restart. I'm going to lap 18 here tonight. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. It'll be in David's hands. And he probably wanted to start with his teammates because they are on the outside. That is probably by design why he did that. Good jump by all 3 Northern Capital guys on that outside line. And here we go, getting kind of fanned out here a little bit. Got the 1 of Jacob Manning. Got James Bickford in the 25, and James goes around. Good save. Good save by James Bickford, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that here on the MaxspeedTV replay here tonight, folks. I was looking over at the timing screen when that happened, changing names, so I'm going to go back here and take a look and see exactly what happened to that 25 of Bickford. Like they're okay into 1. Oh, it looks like he might have just got a little loose and then got tagged by the 14 of GT Hawkins. That looks like that's what happened. So that's going to put James all the way back into 16th. Ryan Wasserman hanging out in 10th, started 11th. There's Alan Fox. Aaron Bruce back here running 10th, 11th, and 12th. You got Blair and David right up ahead of them. And back to single file, it looks like. David Weishart still up front. His teammate of Garrett Grant still in second. Back up to second, I should say. All right, folks, I'm going to leave it up to the fans out here tonight. Should we do a crank it up cam here early on, or should we wait? They are pretty much here together. I will leave it up to you. A yes, do it, for do it, or no for wait. We'll let everybody throw in their chat here and see exactly what we do here. Watching Alan Fox right back here, Darren Bruce, Michael Thwaites, Timothy Zayas, James Bickford, and we're 3 wide here at Auto Club. Oh, really tight there between the 25 and the 2. Now 3 wide is the normal here at Auto Club, and now we just seen it there. I doubt 3 wide is over with, though. I believe we're probably going to have some more of it as we get later on into the race. And here we go again. A 25 of James Bickford, 3 wide. Could we see a 4 wide back here? I don't know. I mean, it's possible. Everybody that missed it. Now, here we go again. 3 wide, possibly. James Bickford still on the inside there. A little bit of almost contact there between him and the 2. For everybody missed it last night, I mean, we got going racing and blam. We went 4 wide last night. It was insane. I didn't think I would see 4 wide even, but we did. We had it. It was for a split second, but we had it. All right, looking at it here, it looks like Manning 3rd. Duda from 10th to 4th. Jim Duda and Jacob Manning, number 1, right up ahead of him. They are teammates. Got Jim Duda, Jacob Manning, Drew Ballesteros, teammates. Are the 3 out here for the Xfinity Series for points. Oh, the 14. GT Hawkins, the 88 of Chris Seidenfaden. Chris coming out winning it last night. Now, of course, they was not at Auto Club last night for the Northern Capital Truck Series, but Chris coming away with the win, and he's actually technically looking to go back-to-back nights. Up single file here. They have caught up to David Weishart. That is his teammate, though, Garrett Grant. Garrett trying to give him a little bit of a shove and maybe a push there. To just try to get him out there a little bit further because he knows Jacob Manning is right there with him. I don't see anybody throwing in chat here tonight about the crank it up, so I'm not sure exactly what everybody wants me to do, but we got 19 watching here tonight. Glad to see the outcome. I'd love to see about 1,000, but that takes time. Back here, we got some action going on. James Bickford, Darren Bruce, Timothy Zayas in the mix here. And we are possibility gonna go 3 wide again with Blair to the inside. Blair contact there with a 29 of Paul Henley. Oh, and no caution. Wow. We're going to go back and take a look at this on the MaxspeedTV replay here tonight. We're going to get a good look at this too. There's no caution there for that, which was interesting. We're gonna be on Paul here, As Blair Patterson there to the inside. Yeah, a little bit of 3 wide going on. It looks like the 91 does come up a little bit right into the 29 of Paul Henley. There's contact. No, a little bit of contact there too. 29 was sideways. I don't see how that was not a caution. However, the 29 did keep it going, as well as the 91 of Blair Patterson. And we are still green. Blair has no front bumper. Paul, looks like he's okay for the most part, but he is going to fall all the way back to 16th here. Man. All right. Oh, wow. 3 wide again. Uh-oh. 3 wide. Maybe a little bit of blocking. 14 to 22. Back up live here. Back up front. Toward the front, anyway. Got Jim Duda, GT Hawkins, Drew Ballesteros, Chris Seidenfaden, and that is the 42 of David Elliott. They're all right here together. Maybe a battle up here between our leader. Yeah, we do. Garrett D. Grant. He led that lap. Took it away from David Weishart, his teammate. Back here to Jim Duda and company. Back to 3 wide we go. And back to 2. And it is getting really dicey right here. 22, 53, 88, and a 42. GT right up ahead of him. It's dicey, though, behind him. Be watching that 88, though, of Chris Seidenfaden. That's... man. Potential 4 wide there, but it didn't happen. Well, Garrett D. Grant is our leader. David Weishart, a teammate there right behind him. Maybe a potential battle here for that second spot. Jacob Manning and David Weishart here. We'll come up here and check it out. And it looks like Jacob Manning is going to, at the line, have it. However, all right, down into 1. He is going to slide up right in front of the 33 of David Weishart and overtake that second position. These drivers are still pretty close together. I would not count out really anybody. Now, Brian Wasserman here. Kind of hanging out here in 9th, started 11th, just doing his thing. Back here to Alan Fox and Michael Thwaites. They hanging out. Man, oh man. Now let's kind of get up here. Oh, we got a potential battle here. Jim Duda and Chris Seidenfaden. Oh, Jim. Whoa, I thought Jim was going to slide up right up in front of Chris Seidenfaden. That did not happen. Jim going to hang out behind him now. Yep. Now a little bit of separation between Seidenfaden and Duda, so a little bit of separation between them. GT still hanging out in 4th. David Weishart back up to 3rd. Check it out here. Not really a whole lot going on now. Darren Bruce, they're in 11th, started 13th, up 2 spots. Oh yeah, Static. Yeah, good racing out here. I'm worried about green flag pit stops because I know after that, you know, depending on when everybody starts to come down, you know, if we have one driver come down and then another and then another and then maybe 2 or 3 at the same time, you know, everybody's going to get spread out here. And I mean, they're already starting to get that way at this point. We might have a battle for the lead here momentarily. Garrett Grant and Jacob Manning. We're going to hang tied up here with these two real quick, kind of see what happens out of turn 2. Well, there's a battle behind them, GT Hawkins and David Weishart, and basically pretty much throughout the season, these two have been going at it neck and neck. I mean, they're always together at some point or another in the race, and no surprise here. Here's the 14 and the 33 going at it here tonight. That is a battle for third. David Weishart, GT, they're still in third. David, they're in fourth. Drew Ballesteros, David Elliott in the mix here. Chris Seidenfaden right there with them pretty much. At about a half a second back, but he's still pretty much right there. Lap 40 of 113 here tonight. Jacob having to back off a little bit. Now let's kind of watch it here. Looks like Drew going to go to the inside of the 33. That is going to be for fourth. He's not really completed it, but at the line, he does have it. Down into one. Goes that high line again. But David Weishart, if he's able to get a run on that outside out of 2. Oh, man, really tight there, really close. 33-22, door to door. That's going to bring up the 42 of David Elliott. Still got to watch Chris hanging out here on that high line. .42 all over the back of that 22, down into 1. And looking at the poll here tonight, 11 votes. Will a different team take the win tonight? 55% of you say yes, 45% of you say no. Very close in the poll here tonight as well. Right now, Garrett Grant for Northern Capital Samson Motorsports is up front. Jacob Manning, JW Racing there in second. Still a ways to go here. Coming upon halfway here at about 56 and a half laps. Like Chris Seidenfaden still hanging out there, going back in the field a little further. 25 of Bickford leading a couple of cars here. Jim Duda, Brian Wasserman, Darren Bruce. That's 8th through 11th. Looking at the penalty chart, nothing to go over. Everybody knows about that first caution already. We've only had one here so far. 27 of Darren Bruce to the inside of Jim Duda here. Darren Bruce looking up to make up some points here tonight, but 17 drivers, not a whole lot of points you can grab per se. And Darren gonna slide right up in front of Jim Duda. Crack the top 10 here tonight. Taking a look at how long they've been out here. They are within that fuel window at about 29 laps here tonight, folks. So pit road is technically open. Paul Henley down pit road here. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and put on for Mr. Feelgoods. Go ahead and get that tank up to 75%. He'll be back out there on the racetrack. Now it's going to be interesting to see who does come down. Whether it's going to be some of the drivers in the back, who's going to run it out. Yeah, Brennan, we've already had 3 wide a couple of times here tonight. Haven't had 4 wide yet. Not seeing anybody else break down pit road here, so estimating at about maybe here in the next 2 to 3 laps. Well, here we go. Blair down pit road. So Blair has broke it off. Bryce Sinisak break it off down pit road. Out here at about 32 laps, so getting pretty close here. We did have that caution. They did come down, so I guess we'll see. Oh, Jacob Manning blinking out. Oof. DT up to 3rd. Garrett Grant staying out. Jacob, it looks like pretty much everybody. Oh, here comes the 88. Chris Seidenfaden coming down pit road. Alan Fox coming down here tonight. 33 laps. Looks like Garrett D. Grant breaking off. He's going to come down pit road here. So our leader giving it up. Here comes Drew Ballesteros, James Bickford, and James sliding it. Oh! No caution as of yet. No caution at all. He slid it. And there's the caution. Michael Thwaites also down pit road. James Bickford, I believe this is where it's going to be here tonight. Second caution of the evening. We will see it here, folks. He slid it coming down pit road. Did he lock him up? Oh, he got loose. A little squirrely. Looks like he came in a little bit too hot. Yep, just lost it. On the grass. He tried to save it. There's no caution there. This is not what brought out the caution. Tried to get it back going again. And he just could not hang on to it. It just broke loose on him again. He goes around, and boy, Blair almost got into him. That is what brought out the caution right there. So that is probably going to be on the 25 of James Bickford here tonight. We'll get the official word from our admins here this evening, as we were under green flag pit stops here tonight. Lap 49, it is going to be on the 25 EOL. We even looked at it there. Spun it coming down pit road, back onto the track, tried to get it to going again, and then just lost it again. So it is going to be on the 25 of James Bickford. He is going to receive his first EOL here tonight. That's going to be ruled a self-spin, and that's basically what it was. And here we go. Jacob Manning, GT Hawkins down pit road. Jacob did lead 2 laps there. GT, David, the other David Weishart, David Elliott. Well, this is going to be interesting off of pit road. Well, when we get the green, folks, we'll take a lap or two, and then we'll crank it up here tonight on Max Speed TV. How about that? Got about 19 watching, 7 likes, 3 shy from 10. Would love to see 10 likes here tonight. Would love to see 15 likes here. You know, I'd love to see 19, but we'll shoot for 10 here tonight, and maybe shoot for 15 later on. But it is going to be Garrett D. Grant. I do believe, yeah, that is going to retake the lead here. Well, how about we bring up somebody here? Who do we bring up? How about we bring up the 42 of David Elliott? David Elliott, got a copy?
Yeah.
But David, you're starting, or we're going to, looks like restart here in 4, started 9th here, bud. Man, how you feeling?
Man, the car feels pretty decent. It's a little tight, but I mean, you can move around and find speed. I don't know. I'm actually surprised how quick, decent it feels.
Well, do you have something for these drivers out here? I know we still got a little bit to go. Do you might have something later on?
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Long way to go here.
Oh, yeah, definitely, bud. David, good luck out there, man.
Yep, thank you.
Yep. All right, get up here to Garrett D. Grant. He is going to be the driver to get us going here, followed by Drew Ballesteros there on the outside. GT Hawkins there right behind him in 3rd. David Elliott in 4th. 5th is going to be Jacob Manning rounding out the top 5 here. On the backstretch at Auto Club. All right, here we go. Out of turn 4, that pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. It's going to be Garrett D. Grant. He can go at any time. What's he going to do? He's going to be on the loud pedal. And we are back underway here tonight at Auto Club, California. And we got 3 wide here up front. David Weishart in the center. 42 of David Elliott was on the outside, and Jacob Manning was on the inside. Man, oh man. Well, there's another 3 wide, Brendan. Alrighty, folks, let's do it here tonight. Ooh, Jim Duda and Darren Bruce almost made some contact there, but let's go ahead and do it here tonight, folks. Let's go ahead and crank it up here tonight on Max Speed TV. Alrighty, folks, hopefully everybody enjoyed the Crank It Up cam there. It looks like now, I mean, they're still battling it out here. They're still really close and tight. Drew Blasteros falling back to, it looks like, fourth here as get back up here. All right, hang tight, folks. We'll get situated here. $16 watching, 8 likes here. Still on that 22 of Drew Ballesteros as they come around turn 2. Got that wall cam there. Boy, you can hear it. All right, it looks like Paul Henley has taken his car behind the wall here tonight. The first driver to retire. Down to 16 drivers here tonight. Bryce Sidisak and James Bickford here. Both of these drivers 2 laps, or, well, 2 laps down between them. 1 lap down, though. James 1 lap and Bryce 1 lap. Blair is the last driver on the lead lap back here in 14th after starting 15th. No front bumper, but he's still hanging out here, folks. He's still racing, trying to get as many points as he can, even though he is not in the chase. I have seen drivers win the race with no hood, no front bumper, and coming across the stripe wrecking. So I would not count out Blair here tonight. Now, back up front here, though, Garrett D. Grant, GT Hawkins is up to second. David Weishart, a Samson sandwich there for GT, as Garrett D. Grant and David Weishart is a 1 and 3. So I don't know how GT feels about this Samson sandwich here tonight. Lap 64, I believe that is. Yep, as it updates there, of 113. This big 2-mile track of Auto Club, California, whatever you want to call it. Jacob Manning still holding on here. They're in 4th after starting 5th. Got David Elliott, Drew Ballesteros right here, 5th and 6th. Jim Duda hanging out here right now in 7th. Chris Seidenfaden in 8th. Got a battle back here, it looks like, between Darren Bruce and Timothy Zayas here. That is going to be for that 9th spot. Brian Wasserman, a little bit further back at about a 2.5 seconds. They're in 11th. Michael Thwaites in 12th. Alan Fox in 13th after starting 3rd. Not the race he wanted. Coming into tonight, tied with David Weishart for that 3rd spot in the points. Still wouldn't count out Allen. We don't know exactly what's going to happen between now and lap 113, so have to hang tight here. I think another thing that iRacing, or not iRacing, sorry iRacing, I think another thing ATVO needs to work on is when you have to reset ATVO, close it all the way down, it does keep the pit box, you know, how many times they have pitted. It draws it from iRacing, because right now I've got everybody that have 0 pit stops, and I know that is wrong. So big, you know, something that I think ATVO and the people over there that do this, and thank you guys at ATVO for the time you spend updating this and doing what y'all do. I love it. And I think that's something that maybe we could do. And GT, boy, he is up front now. Got out of that Samson sandwich, and he has led now 3 laps. And, yeah, he's leading now. So I think he was kind of holding back maybe in practice and possibly qualifying as well. I don't think, though, that Garrett Grant and David Weishart is going to let him get too far ahead, or Jacob Manning. Jacob's been hanging out here too. I think if I was in Jacob's shoes at this point, I would be helping out GT, even though that's a separate teammate there, or a separate team. I'd definitely be trying to figure out a way to, you know, communicate with GT Hawkins and say, hey man, we need to work together here at some point to get out of this Samson mix-up here. 24 and 33. Garrett D. Grant to the inside of the 14 now. Crazy. This is insane up front here. The top 4 neck and neck. And, you know, that's bringing up David Elliott here in the 42. Primetime machine. So we're going to have 3 different teams up here pretty quickly, as David now has caught that back bumper of that 24. And Drew Ballesteros. Drew Ballesteros, part of JW Racing as well. So Drew does have a teammate, Jacob Manning. Drew has not technically caught that 42 as of yet. lap 69 here. Be lap 70 next time by, and these top 3, 4, really 5 pretty close together. They're bumper to bumper from the 14 to the 1 to the 24. Oh, contact! One of Jacob Manning in the 33. Oh, Jacob Manning and David Weishart. There was some contact there. I don't think that might have been intentional, but boy, now that 24, boy, he's going to slide it up right in front of that one. Wow. Oh, we got 20 watching right now. 9 likes, 1 shy from 10. Can we hit 10 likes? Can we hit 10, 12, 14 likes, 15 likes here tonight? We got a really good battle, though, up here, up front. Not really too concerned with everybody else at the present time due to the fact of how, kind of spread out they are. Right here, though, is where I would be concerned about. That is Jacob Manning, David Weishart, Garrett Grant, David Elliott, kind of all right here together. GT leading the pack here tonight. Most important lap, though, is that checkered flag. That is the most important lap. They're going to have to come down here, though, pretty quickly. I mean, I would say, I don't know exactly the last time they came down. David Weishart, Jacob going at it. Jacob to the inside of David. Jacob is going to overtake that second position. Battle of the teammates here. David Weishart, Garrett Grant. That would be for third. Still watching the 24 and the 33. Boy, Jacob Manning all over the back bumper now. Well, he was of that 14. A little bit further back, it looks like Darren Bruce going to get passed up here by that Dulsaki 77 of Brian Wasserman. I love that color on that paint. And Brian is going to be in 10th, started 11th. Darren Bruce started 13th and 11th. Still a good run for Darren. Back up front we go in a battle for the lead. Jacob Manning is going to lead that lap with GT onto the outside. Down into 1. Ooh, looks like GT having some issues there. We'll see if Jacob can complete it. It looks like out of turn number 2. Is he going to be able to do it? Yes, he is. However, GT all over the back. He's going to dive it down to the inside. Side by side. GT Motorsports. JW Racing. And it looks like Jacob's got this lap. Lap 76. Savage out there, yes. Yeah, I know what they're doing to Auto Club, and I personally hate it. Turning it into a short track. I think it should stay where it's at. Maybe build a short track, you know, maybe beside it, you know, and keep Auto Club the way it is. But, you know, that is what, you know, real NASCAR's, you know, wanting to do, and do all that. I mean, whatever. But you're going to be losing some great racing, and you're going to have short track tempers instead. You're going to have those that's going to throw helmets and stuff. So, yeah. I love Auto Club. I love the 2 mile track. I love Michigan as well. It's kind of similar. It's 2 miles. Jacob Manning has completed the pass on the 14. Up front. Battle between the teammates again. Garrett Grant and David Weishart. So it looks like the 24 is going to slide up in front of that 33. Garrett's going to take third. David Elliott, though, he's not backing off here. How about we go cockpit here with David Elliott for a lap or two? We're going to stay here with everybody. Seeing David Elliott right there behind David Weishart. So really a battle of the Davids right now. David Weishart, boy, he's going to keep that Camaro down to the inside. He does not want to let David Elliott go to the inside. Club taking that high line out of 4. Across the stripe we go. Lap 79 here tonight. We're going to be coming up on here pretty quickly. I would say about 13, 14 laps, 20 to go, lap 93. And here we go. David Elliott to the inside of the 33 of David Weishart. That is for 4th. Can Elliott do it? Whoa, 33, boy, he kind of went high there, and there goes David Elliott as well. David just not able to get around him. Jacob Manning still leading here tonight. Garrett Grant there in second. GT back in a Samson sandwich, so to speak. Since Garrett's up ahead of him, and GT's right in between him and David Weishart. Samson sandwich there. And a prime time downer, David Elliott. Boy, who is gonna win it here tonight? Of course, I just left that up here tonight because I do not know who's gonna win it here this evening, folks. But will a different team take the win tonight? Of course, it's been Samson Motorsports and GT Motorsports for the Xfinity Series. That's the only 2 teams that has gotten wins here. So are we gonna have a different winner? That vote is still up. I want to see everybody's votes here tonight. I don't know what's gonna happen. Jacob up front for JW Racing. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Cast your vote. 57% says yes. 43% says no. So let's go. Let's get it out there. All right. Back to kind of single file here. We got pit stops. Wasserman, Seidenfaden, the Waits, all down pit road here. So they are, I believe, coming up on some pit stops here. I believe this might be 20 to go here will be the next time, or 30 to go will be the next time by, not 20. Jacob Manning up front, Garrett D. Grant second, GT third. Now, GT is not in the Samson sandwich, so we got double meat here. We got GT and David in between that Samson sandwich. Got Garrett Grant and David Weishart. We got GT and David Elliott in the middle. And Drew Ballesteros down pit road. Jim Duda down. Timothy Zayas gonna be off and away here. Aaron Bruce gonna be off and away. Looks like we are having some drivers come down now. Wondering when our leaders are going to pit. Battle back here. It looks like the 42 of David Elliott going to get around GT. Is GT coming down pit road? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Here we go. Jacob Manning down. Garrett Grant down. David Elliott down pit road. Drew Ballesteros in his pit stall. James Bickford down pit road. They will be able to make it to the end from here, I do believe. Yeah, about 28 laps, 28, 29 laps. Yes, they will. So they will be able to make it. It'll be interesting to see who comes out front, though. Taking on a caution, I'm sure, is some of the drivers that are staying out. GT Hawkins, David Weishart, Alan Fox. The only three that has yet to come down yet. And Alan Fox, he is going to be coming down pit road now. GT and David have yet to come down. Let's see here. It looks like GT is coming down pit road, and David is going to follow. GT getting squirrely. Wow. David Weishart was going to go to the inside, but he had some room there, so he backed it right behind him. GT and David Weishart down pit road. That is going to give the lead back up to Jacob Manning once he comes back around the track. I would, you know, I know I was a lot younger than what I am now when they raced at North Wilkesboro. But you know, I would kind of like to see the Cup, or you know, somebody, you know, the NASCAR, whatever it is, you know, race at North Wilkesboro. I would love to see it again. I was really young when they did it. I don't really quite remember it. I'm watching Jacob Manning, who is up front here. Lap 87, Garrett Grant there in second. About 6/10 back, there is the 22 there of Drew Ballesteros, who is a lap down in the kind of the mix here. Drew Ballesteros has only been out here 2 laps, so he's kind of on the same strategy as our leaders here. What Drew's wanting to do is get his lap back the old-fashioned way. Oh, I see smoke. Uh-oh. Not seeing anything, so it's a good thing. GT to the inside of Chris Seidenfaden. I expect David to kind of make his way up there as well. Oh, GT blinking out there a little bit. Oof. All right, well, Jacob Manning has got a little bit of company here. He's got Garrett Grant. Now, Garrett is still behind the 22. I imagine that 24 is probably going to try to make a pass here down to the inside. He is going to go down to the inside. And he is going to complete it. Not for position, because the 22 is a lap down, but that has brung back up Garrett D. Grant here tonight. Last win for Garrett D. Grant. Well, you got to go all the way back, like all the way back here, folks, to the opening round here for season 17 at Daytona. And that is when Garrett D. Grant got his first and only win in the regular season. Just because you get a win, you're not locked into the chase. It, of course, takes getting into the top 12, but that is his only win. So a long time coming, of course, for Garrett Grant. However, we've still got some laps left to go here. I don't know what's gonna happen here tonight, but I will say this: if Garrett D. Grant does come out with a win here this evening, well, it's still going to be Samson Motorsports and GT Motorsports for the Xfinity Series. But you got to look who's ahead of them. That's Jacob Manning there. Now, Jacob, he has not won a race, as we know, but he has grabbed the pole. You got to go back to Dover, June the 30th, round 9. That was his pole there. And he, unfortunately, I'm kind of looking at it here. He unfortunately came out 8th on that one. A little bit of a rundown in stats for everybody of what's possible, what's not possible here tonight. And GT having some major issues. Did he just drop? All right, GT is back. Okay, he's got company in David Weishart. Yep, no surprise. No surprise at this one. $20 to go here tonight, folks. I don't know what's gonna happen. Top 3 have been out here 9 laps. This will be 10. This time by will be 8. David Weishart and GT. You know, they came down at the same time. Oh, this time by Jacob Manning. 18 to go. Let's see what the 24 does. Go ahead and ride along here with cockpit of Garrett D. Grant. He is not letting Jacob get too far out. Jacob needs to hit his lines. He needs to make sure Garrett doesn't get a run. Garrett, he's hoping for a mistake by the 1. 17 to go this time by. Oh, you see Garrett, boy. Oh, Jacob trying to break the draft. Garrett's like, I'm going to be right behind you. I ain't getting out of this draft. You ain't popping that slipstream here. And that's what kind of draft is. It's a slipstream. Kind of opens it up. 16 to go here, folks. Back here to Chris Seidenfaden hanging on here to 6th. Started 12th. Timothy Zayas there in 7th. Jim Duda in 8th. Ryan Wasserman 9th. Michael Thwaites in 10th. Drew Ballesteros, first driver, a lap down. He is wanting a caution. Here we go. A battle between Jacob Manning and Garrett D. Grant for the lead here. Across the stripe, it's going to be the one of Manning on the outside. Down to the inside. Into 1. That's still going to be the 24. Man, he is pushing it. Oh, he's pushing it. 1. Going to be able to hold it. Wow. Boy, action kind of picked up here up front. You know who's got a bird's eye view of this, though? That's Drew Ballesteros. You know, he's a lap down. He's like, all right, guys, wreck. I'm sure that's what he's thinking. I'm not him, but I'm sure that's what he's thinking. Because he wants his lap back. At least that's what I would be thinking if I was one lap down running behind our top 2. Jacob still hanging on. 14 to go. 13 to go next time. And this is going to get wild up here. Checking it out here, GT Hawkins and David. David's still right up ahead of the 14. Everybody else, though, spread out. Not really anything going on. Ooh, GT having a moment there. Again, blinking out. Oof. Man, got to get that under control. Lap of 101, 13 to go. Jacob Manning still up front. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Jacob? Is it going to be Garrett? Is it going to be David? Is it going to be the other David? David Elliott or David Weishart? Or is GT Hawkins going to somehow from 5th, 5.1 seconds back, is he going to somehow steal it here tonight? I guess we'll find out. 13-12 to go as it updates there. Down into 1. Middle of 1 and 2 here tonight. This, Taker 432 out there in chat, rooting on that number 1 of Jacob Manning. It's long overdue for Jacob. Trust me, Taker. I mean, he has been running so quickly throughout the season. Just got caught up in a few things, and unfortunately, it's cost him some races or some good finishes. It's long overdue. 11 to go here at the stripe. Now they're cut up on the 91 of Blair Daddy Patterson there. That's going to probably end up putting Blair a lap down. Blair is going to stay high. I don't think he's going to fight him. I think he's going to let these leaders go by, and he did so. But a battle here between our leaders. Oh, he even let the 22 go around, which is Drew Ballesteros. Maybe the damage there on Blair is kind of costing him some speed here. All right, we're going to take it to 10 to go here. If I was Garrett Grant, I would not make my move until around 3 to go. But that's just me. You've got to do it in the corners. You can't do it on the front stretch or the back stretch. You got to do it in the corner. Well, that is officially 9 to go. So we won't be talking to anybody unless we get a caution here within the next 3 laps. We'll go with 3 laps here. If we get a caution, then we'll interview somebody. But right now, we will not be doing it. I try not to interview anybody under 10 to go. I have done it. Did it last night. We have got to see it here, folks. Yes, I am on the leaders, and I'm watching them right now. Been on them for quite some time, but this is going to be interesting. Not only at what's at stake here for the Xfinity Series, but, man, Eric D. Grant, he is due for another win, and Jacob Manning is just due for one as it is. Michael Thwaites getting passed up, going back here to the 27 of Darren Bruce. Darren Bruce going to make that pass. A little bit of a battle going on back here with these two. Darren Bruce and Michael Thwaites, the 27 and the 12. Back up front we go. 7 to go this time by. We'll take her 432. Been an awesome race here tonight for sure. Now they are spread out, but we've got a few battles going on. Go ahead, for everybody just tuning in, this is what we've had here tonight. I've got 0 cautions, but I do have a penalty chart here tonight, so I can actually tell you how many cautions we've had. We've had 2 cautions here tonight. We've got 7 laps to go here this evening, so we are winding it down here. And I still don't know. Still don't know who is going to bring it home into victory lane. 6 to go this time, and just got to looking here at the race violation penalties. According to the admins, I'm back on lap 49. Bickford, that would be James Bickford in the number 25. A probation penalty might be at stake here. A second incident involving a secondary spin after a mistake that drew the yellow and could potentially be deemed intentional. The admins will be looking at this here, in the future. Probably after the race here tonight, maybe talking to James. But however, Scott Randler, Jeremy Knapp, Kyle Knapp out there taking a really good, deep look at that. Kind of seeing what happened. So just wanted to make note on that. Nicholas Halda out there in chat. And a battle for the lead. Jacob Manning, Garrett D. Grant. 5 to go. I would have done it at 3 to go, but it looks like he's wanting to do it at 5. I think Jacob got that lap. Barely. He did. On the outside. The 24 onto the inside. Jacob on the outside. 4 laps to go. I think we got to watch this. We cannot leave this side-by-side battle here, folks. We cannot do it. 24 going to overtake the 1. Eric D. Grant. I'm thinking Jacob might have backed off there a little bit. Here we go. This time by 3 to go. Oh, Jacob all over the 24. Jacob back to the inside. Down into turn number 1. What's going to happen here, folks? Jacob back up to the lead. Crossover, 24, dives it back down to the inside before the exit of turn 2. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. This is gonna get wild. Getting a little bit of extreme up here. This time by 2 to go. I think Garrett D. Grant, yes, he's gonna lead it. 2 to go. And, oh, Jacob getting loose. Could that have cost him the race? Could that have cost him the race? Garrett now 2/10 ahead of Jacob Manning. Nicholas Holda, Taker, 432 out there in chat rooting on Jacob. Jacob's still in the draft, but man, those tires are going to be angry at him. This time by is going to be 1 to go. Be the white flag here tonight. There it is, 1 to go, white flag in the air. Whatever happens now happens. Right now, David Weishart, they're in third, but I do want to continue watching up front here. And I believe it's going to be Garrett D. Grant. I think after that little mishap by Jacob Manning, I think he just upset those tires. I don't think he's got anything right now for Garrett D. Grant. Out of turn number 4, the Northern Capital Samson Motorsports machine of Garrett D. Grant is going to win it for round 2 here tonight at Auto Club. Man, what a hard fought battle there between the 24 and the 1. Man, oh man. And it looks like a little bit of, a tap maybe coming from the 1, or, just congratulating that 24 here tonight. But man, you can't down Jacob Manning for fighting, because that's what he did. He fought until he couldn't fight no more. Awesome job, David Weishart there in third. Top 3, David Elliott in 4th, and GT Hawkins rounding out the top of 5. We're going to get the top 3 up here for the Max Speed TV post-race show after these messages. Hang tight, folks. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxspeedTV. We have caught up with our top 3 here tonight. We're going to start here with David Weishart here tonight, finishing 3rd. David, man, I got to say, this race was awesome. We had a couple of cautions here tonight, but, man, it turned out to be a great race. You guys, got spread out there at the end, yes, but there was still some battling going on, man. But talk about it. Northern Capital, 1-3 punch here tonight.
Yeah, we qualified 1-2, and that first run, the car felt really good. It was turning really good, and I don't know what happened after the first caution and the first pit stop. My car just, boy, it was tight the rest of the race, and I could make some short run speed, but like I said before the race, I was concerned about my long run speed, and I had no long run speed tonight. I faded bad at the end of the last 10 laps of every run, and I thought on that last pit stop there, I thought for sure tires would make a bigger difference there at the end, but they just equaled out so quick, and that's how the top 2 kind of just got away. But 3rd place. This is admittedly not my favorite track. I was complaining all race. I am so glad that they're demolishing this track. So I hate this track. This setup was awful. It just doesn't fit my driving style. So to come out of here with 3rd, I'll happily take it. My teammate got a win, and I think Chris Becker got a top 10 too. So pretty good points tonight.
Well, going off of what you said about demolishing the track, I love big tracks. I love super speedways, and I love, Michigan and Auto Club. So, I love it. Now, I don't like the separation that you get, but, that's just part of it. However, yeah, they are demolishing it, like you said, David, turning it into, I believe it's going to be a half-mile, I think.
Yeah, I believe. I will say one thing. As much as I do not like this track, and I do not like racing on this track, that update they did to make it dynamic, where you can run multiple lanes,
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun. If somebody was running the top and you were faster than them, you could hook the bottom. If you got it right, you could get around them, and if they were running the bottom, you could get a run on the outside and set them up. So that part of it was a lot of fun. But for me, that was about it.
Well, Auto Club is done. So, we got that out of the way, but we go to not a favorite to a lot of drivers. Here's road courses. This is the 2nd road course, which will be round 3 of the Chase, Circuit of the Americas, COTA, as it's known. I actually have to buy the track because I don't own it. I don't know anything about Circuit of the Americas. I'm sure you've got it. You've raced on it. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I've actually I haven't put any laps in this car. Put some laps in on the Cup car, and it is a tough old track. Let me tell you, it's long, very, very, very technical. Easy to miss your corners. It's slick after a handful of laps. I like my chances there. Scott's not in the race; he's in the tower, so it's.
Well, yeah, that was going to be my next thing, but go ahead.
I'm all right at road courses. I like my chances there. I'll get some practice in this car and go from there.
Well, yeah, like you said, since Scott ain't here, I mean, you already said you liked your chances. So let's say Scott was in the race. Would you be scared?
No.
No. No. David's never scared.
Nope, I go into every race with the same mindset of winning a race, and I'm not afraid of anybody.
You'll hammer it out just like everybody else, right?
Yeah, and if I get my butt whooped, I get my butt whooped. So that's sometimes that's racing if it happens.
Exactly. If you ain't rubbing, guess what? You ain't racing.
Yeah.
All right, David, awesome job here. 3rd place here tonight. Good points tonight for you. It looks like you're going to break it there with Alan Fox there for that 3rd place. So awesome job, man. Final thought, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate here in that 33?
Yeah, I just want to give a thanks to RB Custom Rigs and Rick Donathan for sponsoring the series and putting on this show. And I thank Russ Anderson at Northern Capital for sponsoring us here at Samson Motorsports. Put it in victory lane tonight. Got 3 solid top 10s tonight. Good points. And thank you all for broadcasting everything you do. And get ready for go tomorrow.
Oh yeah, back at it here tomorrow. We're gonna see you tomorrow night, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, we'll see you in the Cup Rick Motec Cup Series tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. David, we'll see you tomorrow night, bud.
All right, man. See you there.
Yep. All right, well, that is going to bring us here to our second place finisher, Jacob Manning. And I know Jacob is upset right now, and I'm sure he doesn't want to do the interview. But Jacob, I mean, awesome job, man. Awesome job out here tonight. Man, talk about Auto Club, though. Coming into it, round 2. I mean, you was just up there, man. You did not back off one bit. Talk about it.
Wow, I'm more surprised than I guess anyone else. I was, started off the night wrong with internet problems, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to make it through the entire race. Barely even made it to qualifying, and somehow still managed 5th, missing at least half of the practice session. So I was a little bit iffy on it, but I just felt like I had speed. There was something I was doing. I used to run here with Derek Justice in a different league, and I found something that he was doing in that second lane in 1 and 2, and it would just make it go. So I carried that over to the race. It felt really good behind people. I don't know what it was, but every single time you get out there by yourself, you would just burn your stuff up. I saw it with David and GT. Everyone who got up there could not keep it up there. It was just a burning your right front game, and there was nothing they could do. So I tried to put myself in a position where, I wasn't necessarily in the lead, but I was behind, 1 or 2 people where I could save my tires and wait till the end. And then it just worked out on that last run where I was out, and I thought I might have been good. I had a teammate behind me. I was a second ahead of Garrett. I thought I was good to go. I was like, all right, I can just try and save my stuff. And it obviously didn't go that way. He saved his stuff too. I think I was 74 on the right front. He said he was 75. So, I don't know what I was doing so wrong for him to come up on me that quick, but no, it was good racing. That last 5-10 laps. It was great.
That 1% difference. I mean, and we talk about tires all the time. I mean, the way they've got the tire model here now on iRacing, it's pretty much all about tires. Throw fuel out of the mix. It's tires.
It's to the point where I'll save too much, and then I'll be slower, way too slow, and lose a whole race because of it. Just because it's that important. You go out there and you're trying to save more than everyone else, but still be fast. You got to find just the right difference between both of them, and sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But obviously tonight was, I was right on it. Garrett was right on it too. Wow. I mean, I felt like he was the only one that really was, with me. Once me and him got up to the front, it was like we'd take away from everyone, and he was taking my air away. I was pushing up the track. I don't know what was going on with that. I felt like the cup car for a second, but no, it was good fun. I can't complain about a second place finish. I think that's my first podium in both this and the Cup Series this entire season. So I really can't be mad. It was a ton of fun. It was a good race. So I'm happy.
Well, let's go and talk about it, man. We're coming out of the wire, 4-3, 2 laps to go. What happened? What happened there? Did you get loose?
Was that?
Yeah, that was
trying to get to his outside on the front stretch, right?
Yeah, that was when Garrett made the pass. Yes.
Yeah. So I was thinking about maybe trying to go back to the inside, and I was like, no, it's too pushy. I can't send it in and get clear of him. He'll just cross me over like he did the lap before. I'm not sure about it. So I tried to go back to the outside, and he tried to block it, and it was just contact. He wasn't trying to be dirty or anything. And we talked about it already. We're all good. I don't, it was
it's
just
racing. It's racing, Jacob. You know it. You even say it here live. I mean, it's racing. He's going for the win just like you are. So yeah, I mean, second place still not bad. It looks like you are gonna break that tie between you, Bryce Sinisak, and Jim Duda. So definitely a good points night for you for the chase.
Oh yeah. I was excited coming into tonight. I knew I had just a little bit of speed. I didn't practice that much, and our team practice got cut an hour short. So I was unsure going into it, but right away I just figured it out, and it was awesome. So I'd love to do it again next season. I'm looking forward to the rest of the playoffs. This is going to be a ton of fun. I'm glad that I finally have speed to contend with, David and GT. It's just been David and GT show the entire season, so I'm glad that I can get up there and try and mix that up. Garrett can also try and get there and mix that up. So, we'll see. Obviously David Elliott too. He had a great finish tonight. So
Yes. Yeah,
a
fourth
ton
place.
of us are lighting up at the end of the season. So it's good to see.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Even though the car count is a little low, I mean, still awesome racing out there. But, okay, so from Auto Club is done. Now, next week we go to COTA. Circuit of the Americas, road course racing. How do you feel about it?
I've not been the worst driver when it comes to road courses, so I'm a little bit excited. I've never driven COTA before. I don't even have the track yet.
I don't either. I got to buy it, so I know
Yeah,
how you
I was
feel.
like, I got to get it this week. So it's going to be my first few laps. I'll have to try and figure it out and see, what's going on with that. I'll be watching a ton of videos and doing a bunch of research because I care. But, yeah, I'll be trying my best. I'm going to go in there and do a ton of practice. I know there's a lot of other guys that are really good at road courses. I've only been to one this season, so I know that GT and David are really fast there too. So, we'll have to see. I'm going to put in my practice, and hopefully it pays off.
All right, bud. Well, awesome job here. Second place for JW Racing, man. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, bud?
Yeah, just, God for being with me tonight. I felt his presence the entire time. It was amazing. He just kept me calm, even at the end
bud.
there. I got a little bit irritated, but I felt like he was with me the whole night, and that was amazing. Deborah, Mom, Dad, anyone who's watching, anyone who's supporting, I appreciate it a ton.
You had
everyone who comes out
Halda
here.
and Taker 432 out there from what I seen.
Okay, sweet. Okay, well, that's Skylar and not 100% who that other one is, but
Nicholas Halda.
anyone who supports. Not sure.
That's just what I'm seeing in chat.
All right, well, no, either way, I appreciate everyone, and even, not the supporters, anyone who comes out here and watches, MaxspeedTV supports this channel. It's amazing what they do for us. So I got to give a big, thanks to them. As far as sponsors go, of course, R&B Custom Rigs for, putting this Xfinity series on, allowing us to come out here every Wednesday and race. It's crazy. And, it's a ton of fun. I love it every week. Sometimes there's back things that happen, but, you overall, you can sit down and enjoy what you're doing. And, I can appreciate that. But what goes with that also is the admins and MaxspeedTV. They all make that possible. Exceptional wildlife removal for being on the hood of all of us, JW Racing cars, Track Racer being on the side of the car. You can use code JW Racing for 5% off of any purchase. Gotta throw that out there. And then Grip Engineering and even JW Racing and Justin Rideout, giving me this chance. It couldn't have been 2 months before the season was even going to start that he threw up a race. I went in there and just luck came my way. He decided me, and I was on the team like that. And then he moved me up to Cup even. So, it's been a wild ride of a season for us, but I wouldn't trade it for any other.
Well, awesome race, Jacob, man. Are we going to see you tomorrow night or no?
That's the plan. If I'm not having internet issues, I plan on being there and hopefully running up front again. I do suck with that aero package, though.
All right. Well, I guess hopefully you get that internet figured out between now and tomorrow night. But, man, awesome job. Second here tonight. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. If not, we'll see you next week at COTA.
Yes, sir. That's the plan. Thank you, Josh.
All right. Well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight, Garrett D. Grant. He's already parked it there in Victory Lane here this evening, but we're going to go ahead and kind of throw him under the bus here, man. It's been a long time since you've grabbed a win here this season. Got to go to the opening round of Daytona, bud. How does it feel to finally get another victory?
Feels freaking awesome. In the playoffs, we had a great run at Wilkesboro last week, and I knew I needed to have come here and have another good run. And I really like this track, and the really tight setup suited my driving style, that's for sure. And man, it was fun racing up there with them guys, David, GT, and Jacob. Man, we had some battles there, that's for That's for dang sure.
Oh yeah.
It was a fight, that's for sure. They made me work for it, but man, just happy to finally put one together again and park it in victory lane.
Well, you did so that, but man, talk about the racing here at Auto Club, because we had some 3 wide there, and at times we had potential 4 wide, but it never happened. Do you think that was the smartest move that those drivers could have made?
You can go 4 wide on the straightaway if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend going in the corner like that. But uh, yeah, the racing was it was way tighter than I thought it was going to be. I figured we'd get spread out, and it was kind of pack racing there toward until the end of the run. When the tires really started getting worn, we'd start to get spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured David and GT would be the ones to beat, and David got out to the lead there early, and I guess he just roasted his tires and he fell back, and then later on in the race, GT did the same thing. He passed me for the lead actually, and he went out there and then he burnt off his tires and fell off really hard, and then that's when I knew I really had something for him. I knew it was probably gonna be between me and Jacob, that's for sure. And once I got past GT for second, I knew I could probably run down Jacob, and I started that last run. I started running him down quicker than I thought I would, and I saw David and GT pit 2 laps after us, so I knew they were coming on fresh ones, and so I made the decision just to push Jacob for most of that last run to keep the gap between him and or between us and GT and David, because I wanted it to be Jacob and I and not get a bunch of people into it. So, but yeah, I just pushed him there up until about 5 to go. Then I was like, all right, we maintained the gap to GT and David, and I was like, now it's go time. And he made me work for it, that's for sure. I threw a hefty block on him to keep the lead, and it looked like he got loose in my mirror. And then I knew that was probably all she wrote once I got the lead, and we took the dub tonight.
Yeah, and we was just talking to Jacob about that. You guys talked about it. I mean, we're coming out of the wire. I mean, it's racing. So you got to do what you got to do. He's got to do what he's got to do. And unfortunately, the outcome, it's still 1-2 punch, for, you, Garrett, and Jacob Manning, 1-3 for Samson. But, the battle there between you and Jacob Manning for several laps, side by side, the crossovers. I mean,
Yeah.
that was insane.
That was fun, man. It was intense. I really didn't want to move him. I was gonna pass him as clean as I could. If I couldn't get it past him clean, I mean, it was his win. But I ended up getting a really good run on him and ended up getting past him. And then it looked like he got the draft a little bit. And then I started kind of zigzagging there, and it looked like I kind of threw a little bit of a bad block there, and he clipped my right rear, I think, a little bit because I got a little squirrely. And then I saw him get squirrely, and then coming off of 2, I think it was, with 2 to go, I had a 2/10 gap. I knew if I could maintain that or gain a little bit on him, I had it.
Well, you got it, man. Awesome job. But, Auto Club is done. We go to Coda next week, Circuit of the Americas for the Xfinity Series. How do you feel about road course racing? The second road course here for Extreme. This is the first of the chase. Well, the last one, but it's in the chase, man. How do you feel about it?
I hate it. I hate road courses, but I said the same thing about Wilkesboro, and I came out of there P3. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be putting in a lot of practice.
You're like GT, Garrett. I'm gonna say that. You just don't tell me the truth.
I really don't like road courses, man. I've never won on a road course. I think my best finish is P3 at I don't know. I think it was like Charlotte Road Course like last season or something. But I'm gonna try to have a decent run there. I know I'm probably not gonna win. GT or David's pretty fast, and if Scott decides to run, he'll just lap us. So
well, Scott's an admin for the Xfinity next week.
Yeah,
so, yeah, he won't be here. So
that's right. Well, it'll probably be David and GT up there. Then I'm just gonna try to get a P3 then, I guess. But like I said, I'll definitely get a lot of practice in, because I might be P1 in points after this, so gotta try to keep that lead.
Yeah, we're gonna be. I'm still waiting on the points to update here, just to see kind of who who stands where. But I think they're doing some stuff here tonight, so I guess we'll see what happens. But Garrett, man, road course racing next week. We got it. We're gonna see you tomorrow night, right or no?
Yes, sir. You'll see me tomorrow night too. Hopefully, we can get another one of these things.
All right. Okay. All right. So you're looking to sweep Auto Club, basically.
Yes, sir.
All right, Garrett. Well, man, awesome job. The Northern Capital 24, Samson Motorsports, Samson GT, Samson Motorsports and GT Motorsports, still doing it here for the Xfinity Series. I gotta say, you two teams, you guys are just killing it here for Xfinity. So with that said, final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate the victory?
Yeah, I gotta thank Russ Anderson, Northern Capital. Finally got him a win, put one together for him. That's awesome. Shout out to all the Samson Motorsports guys. We've been helping out each other a lot this week and stuff, and we've been having really good runs, everybody on the team in every series so far. So hopefully we can continue that tomorrow. And thanks to you guys for broadcasting, and shout out to Rick for putting all this on for us.
All right, Garrett, we'll see you tomorrow night, bud, right here at Auto Club. We'll see what you can do again here in the Cup cars, because those are going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, but I think I'll still have a little something for him.
All right, we'll see, man. Go celebrate. We'll see you we'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yep. All righty, folks. Well, that's going to do it here for the interviews here tonight. Let's get down here to the unofficial results. Plenty of admin stuff they have to do here tonight. Garrett D. Grant is going to grab the win here this evening, keeping that GT Motorsports and Samson Motorsports thing going here for the Xfinity Series. Jacob Manning, though, man, I got to say, I mean, what a hard-fought battle with him. He's going to finish in second here tonight. David Weishart in third, David Elliott in fourth. So, David and David there, third and fourth. What an awesome finish. GT in fifth, Chris Seidenfaden in sixth, Timothy Zayas in seventh. Jim Duda going to finish in eighth here tonight. Brian Wasserman in ninth, Michael Thwaites in 10th, Darren Bruce in 11th, Alan Fox in 12th. Drew Blesteros, 13th. Blair Daddy Patterson in 14th. James Bigford, 15th. Bryce Sinisak in 16th. Paul Henley, 17th. And Kyle Sieg going to round it out here in 19th here tonight. Or 18th here tonight. Sorry, but that is going to bring us back down here to our winner here tonight, Garrett D. Grant. Keeping it going for Samson Motorsports and GT Motorsports. Of course, Garrett D. Grant is part of Samson Motorsports. Well, man, I don't know what's going to happen next week at COTA here for the RB Custom Rigs Xfinity Series. It could be anybody's race. But tomorrow night, we're going to unload for the Rick Motec Cup Series right here on Max Speed TV with myself, Joshua Medlock, and James Shane Wolf. We'll be up here in the booth calling the action here for that race here at Auto Club. You don't want to miss it. I think it's going to be a little bit more pack racing than really what we've seen here tonight. So stay tuned for that. But thank you all for tuning in. Until tomorrow night, folks, stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.